today's video I'm going to show you how you can create this spring dewy look and also how to do this braid. These braids have actually baffled me for months and months. I just couldn't get the hang of it, and then I just couldn't do it. So I practiced and practiced and now I can do it. So I think they're really cute. They're so simple, but I find them tricky. So if you want to know how I do this, then just carry on watching. To create the springtime dewy summery glow look, I'm using Rimmel's BB cream and just applying this all over my skin using my fingers. I'm using the colour Light. For concealer, I'm using Collection 2000's Last in Perfection concealer, and I'm applying this on my under eye circles, any redness and any blemishes as well. And then blending out any edges using my Real Techniques buffing brush. I'm using my Real Techniques powder brush and my MAC Mineralize Skin Finish Natural, and I'm just applying a tiny bit of powder. For bronzer, I'm using my Make Believe bronzer and my MAC contour. I'm just applying this in a 3 shape. I have done a video on how to contour your face, so I'll hopefully link that for you. I'm using my Topshop blusher brush and my MAC Mineralize blusher in Dainty, and just applying this to my cheeks. For a little bit of highlight, just to create a nice summery glow, I'm using my MUA Undress Your Skin Shimmer Highlighter and my MAC 224, and applying this to the tops of my cheekbones, down the centre of my nose and onto my cupid's bow as well, and just making sure that it's all blended in nicely. For eyebrows, I use the following products, which I will talk you through. I am using my Avon Mocha Latte palette, and this is a quad, and I use the 2 darkest colours. I'm filling them in with my MAC 266 brush. I just fill them into the shape that I like. I then blend it all out using my MAC spouly brush, and then I set using my Natural Collection clear mascara. Onto the eyes, as a base I'm using MAC's Painterly Paint Pot, and I'm just applying this all over my lid using my finger. I'm also going to blend this up to the brow bone as well. As you can tell, I love this palette. It is the Too Faced Romantic Eye palette, and I'm using my MAC 213 and the shimmery colour at the very top called Soulmates, and just applying this all over my lid. And I'm also going to take this up to my brow bone. It's going to be a lot of shimmer, but don't worry, we will blend it out in a minute. It's just going to create a really nice soft look on the eyes, because the bottom is going to have the bold colour, and just make sure that you really brighten the inner corners as well. I'm then just blending everything in a little bit with my MAC 217. For eyeliner, I'm using Kiko or Kiko, I'm not sure how you say it. I'm using the Smart Eye Pencil in 812, and this will just create a better base for the shadow and make the colour last longer. So I'm just applying this on my bottom waterline and onto my bottom lash line as well. I'm also going to do a little flick on the outer corner. I'm also using a Kiko or Kiko eyeshadow in 212, and it's such a pretty colour. I'm also using my Model Zone angled brush and just applying this on top of the eyeliner that we just applied. Don't forget to curl your lashes. I always have to do this because I haven't been blessed with very curly lashes. I'm then just going to apply my favourite mascara at the moment. It is Covergirl Nautreluxe, and this is the waterproof version, and I think I've run out now. I think this is the last time I get to use it, which is really sad because the UK don't do Covergirl and I wish they did. I'm applying it to the top lashes and my bottom as well. And for lips, I'm keeping it nice and bright. I'm using Rimmel Apocalips Lip Lacquer, which is a mouthful of a title. I'm using the colour Stella, and this is a bright pink, and it does look a bit reddish muted pink on the camera, which I'm really sorry, but it is a nice bright pink, and I just think it finishes off the look nicely. And now onto the hair. Just make sure you brush out any knots because you don't want any knots in your hair. And then just going to pin back my fringe. If you don't have a fringe, you don't have to do this, but I just found it made my hair look a bit nicer when I did it. So I'm just pinning these couple of sections to the side. Take a section of hair and separate them into two. Each piece you want to twist anti-clockwise. Now both pieces you need to twist anti-clockwise all the way down to the very ends of your hair. I then just put the piece to the side using my mouth, which is very unhygienic, but that's the best way I could do it. Twist them anti-clockwise. And then once you have twisted them both, you want to twist those two pieces clockwise. The different twisting will hook them together and will stop them from rolling out, so you want to twist this bit clockwise. And then just tie off the end using a very thin elastic. You can use one that's the same colour, and you're done. And that's it. I hope you have found this video helpful and enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I shall see you next time.